What's the most interesting hobby you have? Well, the one I find most interesting, I like to do community theater. It's an opportunity to kind of get out of myself and literally be somebody else for a while. And I've had some interesting roles. Probably the funnest one was I played a character called Sheriff Billy Jerk, and I had to wear a full body fat suit because Billy Jerk was described in the script as 400 pounds of raw power. And it was kind of neat to inhabit Sheriff Billy Jerk on the stage. Very different from who I am, but fun.
That I do play piano. I'm also a private concert giver in my car. Like I said, I love to give concerts in my mind when I'm singing along, especially on long trips. It's a lot of fun. And the audience always loves me.
Believe it or not, gardening. I love gardening.
Shopping. I've moved to online shopping now since the pandemic.
I do a lot of reading, and so getting to learn about new things, I think it's probably what makes that hobby interesting to me. But I don't know that it would be interesting to anybody else.
Building little miniature helicopters when I get a chance to. I was in the military, so I used to collect them and just kind of put them together, build them. I don't paint them, just put them together. Little miniature Army helicopters.
And I direct a summer program for children that have a parent serving in the Air Force.
Are the challenges at MDHS harder than the challenge were at your previous agency? If so, how?
I would say the challenges here are similar to the agency I worked before. Just different people and different atmosphere, but the challenges were about the same. Because anytime you work for any agency that's helping people, you're gonna have some of the same issues. You're gonna have clients that call in and complain and fuss, and you have to overcome those obstacles of trying to help them and get to what I call the need behind the needs.
The challenge is just kind of trying to make sure that I'm learning the ins and outs and that I'm staying on top of things like I need to.
Well, that's an easy one. No, not at all.
I think one of the challenges for me in my areas, and my areas are the areas that kind of support the agency and the employees as they serve our clients, is to make sure all of those areas, they have the support and the supplies and the employees they need to carry out their jobs effectively.
I can firmly say that the challenges are actually going to be more here because of the breadth and depth of what's expected of the agency to overcome.
For me, I'm hoping that the similarities would be the things that will be the most beneficial for this agency.
I would say yes, but for me, simply because it's a new agency for me. So of course there's a big challenge there. There's a learning curve. This is a different population from what I'm used to, different laws and regulations. So it's a big learning curve. So it's a big challenge for me.
I would say yes, if you want me to be honest about it. And that may be the reason that is what you think. It's just that state agencies, even though they might be a state agency, they just work differently. So figuring out the dynamics and the functionality of this agency has just been a little bit more challenging than other agencies I've worked with.
The challenges we're facing pretty tough, but we're moving forward. We got a new leadership team in place that you've been hearing about. We're putting the agency back in the public eye in a positive way. And although they were tough challenges, we're moving through those each day.